Hello everyone, Santato2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Artifact Beyond. A mod that simply adds in an artifact as well as Azeroth or Azerite. So, let's go here, we can see the artifact is simply made with two of the following, as well as a bunch of other resources. And you can't get this via recipe, you do have to acquire it via attacking mobs. Once you've actually defeated the mobs, you will then, depending on the maximum health of the mob, get a better chance of acquiring the following. Now, I don't know if this applies to bosses either, but assume if you were attacking something like Endermen or Iron Golems or something, maybe you'd have a better chance because they have a higher amount of health. But yes, we'll just cheat a bunch of this stuff in, and then right click. Okay, so holding in your hand will easily bring up the durability. And you can see in the actual name there, the power, as well as two different numbers. First one is your actual, where is it, maximum power. And the second one's the multiplier. So if I just right click here and just open, ignore the sort of health part there, that's from a different mod. You can just throw this Azeroth in here. Doesn't matter, you can shift click, doesn't matter, it's perfectly fine. And you'll have more and more fill up the durability. So you can shift click, you can just move it straight in, but as long as you know that it's going there, it'll be fine. But that slot is. I'll just fill up more and more of this because I'm just curious to see what happens. Now, I don't think it uses up much. I don't think, but I haven't tested too much with it, so we'll have to see. But either way, after I guess we have a fair amount in here, you can either lock or unlock it. Locking it pretty much binds it to you, I assume. So you can see my actual names there, and unlocking it just does that. So it doesn't say on the actual item that it's locked, but you'll get that in the chat, way of knowing that it is. Other than that, how did I activate it again? P key, which I think you can probably rebind. Let's see, P, so unleash artifact power, so you can change that if you want, and by pressing it you will have access to a bunch of different effects. Now, night vision and speed are pretty much your default ones, but depending on what you've got, the further you level up, or what you've got access to in the multiplier, I guess, maybe, because there's 10 levels, you'll have access to regeneration, resistance, and strength. Now, the last time I tried to record this, I technically had, I think, level 4 of many of these, but I had less filled in here. Whilst with level 6 on the multiplier, I've got technically a lot less for strength, resistance, and regeneration. I think I probably had level 4 for many of these as well. And these don't last forever, they are only just for as long as they are. So I can press probably P again, maybe, and that'll reset it, and that'll keep probably using up from the durability. Yep, seems to be. So pretty much you can keep using this over and over. I'll keep resetting these over and over. So if I just get, for example, by right clicking a bunch of stuff here, we'll press P, making anything different? Don't think so. I might try with a weaker one, and we'll see what happens. This, I'm gonna find it. Press P, and we've got not much different there. We've got effect clear. Yes, I have to put my name in here. I'm so used to the newer versions, unfortunately. So lock. Let's put more in here. P, and we've got, yeah, as you can see, speed 2, 3, 3, and so on. So that's, I'm assuming, because it's nearing the end of level 2 or something. I don't know. Obviously, compared to modifier 6, where it was just what it is. I don't know. Or it's the actual power part, I'm not sure. Let's just get rid of that. Right click, put a bunch more of this stuff in here, and see what happens. We'll press P, and we've just got level 3. Clear that. Lucky we have regeneration, because the other mod having me take damage. Let's throw all this in. P, level 4. And we'll try again. Okay, so right click. Oh, sorry. P. And we're at level 1 for many of these, so kind of depends. yeah, not exactly the most useful in terms of like consistency of the levels going up and up and up. It's just like, oh yeah, of course I'll get, say, strength maybe consistently, and then you don't get higher levels of resistance until you reach a certain durability. Threshold I think probably would be better, or it's just that it sticks to level 1, then 2 after you get to like the 2000 durability range, and so on maybe, I don't know. But other than that, yeah, if you're just using this generally, it's not bad, it's just that if you're wanting to constantly use this, and depending on how you filled it up, you would find it probably a bit strange that it's not, you know, keeping consistency with certain things. It's kind of just like, you get access to certain levels, but only at certain points. It probably keeps it maybe a bit more, I mean, I don't want to say it's unbalanced, it makes things a bit more interesting, so it's just like you're not getting the best result throughout the high you chart it up, even though you technically do have to, you know, defeat a lot of mobs with high health just to get access to a ton of this stuff anyway, so it is a lot of work to begin with. But, yeah, it is interesting. I don't know what will happen when we completely fill this or not. I don't think it'll give me, like, that much of a difference in the actual effects, or like a unique one. Just what it is. So, almost there. So the modifier is at 9. I'm assuming at one of these points, of course, you'll see that there is what there is. And the other effects, of course, it's just that I'm wanting to go straight to the top one, just in case. And I don't know the highest possible, so we go there, effects, and we'll press P, and we have access to just that. Does that throw out completely? No, that's just what I had left over. Okay. So it uses up a bit each time, of course. So yeah, and I don't think that's going to change. No. But yeah, you want something that gives you potion effects every so often with like a minute timer, just to have as a key binding. I'm assuming you can put it in your inventory and reset. No. Okay, if we go here and press P, it's not going to, so it has to be on your hotbar. No, it has to be in your hand to use it. Okay. So there is that, so you can just switch between it. You need to get the additional effects when doing certain things where obviously these effects are beneficial. But yeah, that's about as far as I can tell. And obviously there's the health and chance of these dropping, so if they have like 20 health like a normal mob, which is like your skeletons, zombies and everything else, you've got a 1 in 10 chance. They're pretty much like a chicken or sheep or something, they'll have like a 1 in 100 chance, and if they're in the 150 range, which is usually the wither and everything else, then you get a 1 for 1. So I'd say if you can fight the dragon or the wither, I'm sure. I don't know if that means you're only getting access to 1 and that's it. My guess is that it is. It's not just like, say, a 1 stack or however much there, so obviously it takes a while to fill these up, but yeah. We just go with a single one. Let's right click here and see what we get. Do we get a lot for this? We get, okay, just the basic. I'm assuming it doesn't wear out of durability either at that power level. Interesting. Okay, so not too bad. But yeah, thanks so much for watching and goodbye.